It is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do?
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Giants' 3-yard line.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing. Prescott. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 35 on second down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
From the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Gallman will run it. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch up. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Leo.
This is Gallman.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
Hey, lock it. Look, squeeze.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. A beautiful fake. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 6. It's complete to Golden Tate. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. 17 yards and a giant first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This one taken from the 7. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Rosas puts this one through. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check Greystone, Travis. Hey, high 7. 5.
From the 31, Jones. And this one complete to Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Out. Check out.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6.
Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator. Score. Lucky. Now.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
On the ready.
Second and 12 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. He's got Smith here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jones now to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Gallman. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 24, Jones. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards and a Giant 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Gallman. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 14. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, You get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The kick by Marr is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again, it's Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All day, every day, any day.
On 3rd down, Barkley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game.